Hey guys, it's Anna and welcome to my channel. Today was a request. I had a lovely subscriber ask me if I could film a video talking about more affordable fragrance alternatives, options for my higher end perfume loves. So before we get started, I just want to say not all of these are going to be full-on dupes. I do have a couple, but for the most part, these are going to be just more affordable alternatives. If you like this, you'll probably like that kind of vibe. The first one I'm going to talk about is the infamous Labo Santal 33. And if you are new to my channel and you are seeing this full bottle, I'm sure you're thinking, girl, do you even know what you're talking about? Have you even used it once? Santal 33 is my boyfriend's signature scent. He has his own fragrance collection, but he will not put down Santal 33. This is his number one for life. This is the scent he identifies with, his tried and true. It's a bit of his soul, to be honest. No lie, this is probably like his 7th, give or take, bottle. So yes, I know the scent very well. I know both men and women wear Santal 33, but to me, this is a masculine scent. I feel like Le Labo just kind of paved the way for really dry, intense sandalwood fragrances, because this scent profile has been copied left and right. It's like freaking Baccarat Rouge. You have a dry leather that gives it this like really sexy masculine edge. It has cardamom giving it a fresh spiciness, cedar adding to the woodiness, and then we also have papyrus to give it such a natural aromatic feel. Like this really smells like a very hot man in nature. This is a scent that can be worn year round because it is strong, so it will pierce through the cold, but it's a dry wood that just blossoms in the heat, and you just smell one with the earth in the best way. And it also has a powdery quality from the violet and iris. Very edgy, and you are just cool. You're freaking cool if you wear Santal 33. He gets compliments like crazy. He has people chasing him, asking him what he's wearing. He has people telling him all the time, oh my gosh, Eric, you always smell so good. It's fantastic. And an amazing alternative to this perfume is the Seven Virtues Santal Vanille. I actually prefer this fragrance, for myself at least, because this is a much more round, smoothed over, more palatable version of Santal 33. It's not nearly as harsh and in your face and aromatic, but it definitely has that same dry blast of sandalwood, that edginess. This is perfectly unisex. This is so freaking amazing. Literally, if I could only wear one perfume for the rest of my life, this perfume really resonates with me. Like, this is Anna in a bottle, and when I wear this and Eric wears Santal 33, I feel like an unstoppable power couple, like the dynamic duo. This has an added vanilla note that is not a sweet vanilla, it's not a gourmand vanilla, it's nothing like that, but it's that touch to make it more approachable, more likable. Adds that very light amount of natural sweetness that Santal 33 does not have whatsoever. There's no sweetness in that perfume. And this also has coconut milk that just helps to round it out, gives it that creaminess. Also amazing for year round. We have fresh spiciness also from cardamom. We have pink pepper. There are resinous qualities. We have myrrh oil, olibanum, and also cedar, which Santal 33 also has. And I will say that if you're not a fan of Santal 33, it doesn't mean that you're also not going to be a fan of this. Like, I highly encourage everyone to sample everything before you buy. This does something to me. Also, performance is incredible. You do not need a lot at all. Another iconic perfume MFK Baccarat Rouge 540, okay? I know some of you out there are sick and tired of hearing about all of the BR 540 dupes, but you need to hear this. If you love BR 540, you need to hear this, because I have tried a ridiculous amount of perfumes that are said to be dupes to this perfume, that are said to vibe with this perfume, etc., etc. And I am here to tell you that the one and only true dupe that I have found is Orientica's Amber Rouge. And when I tell you, I cannot smell a difference. Not at all. Not even a blimey little bit. Okay, I had 2 coffees today because I was falling asleep. I'm sorry. Maybe you can, but alas, I cannot. Absolutely adore this perfume. This is like a very natural raw sugar cotton candy that's toasted, and then it has that woody base. It's very airy and just magical, frankly. But its flaw, unfortunately, is that, you know, some days I can't smell it. Some days I have trouble, and some days I get a bit of this latex smell. Hence why I was on the hunt for so long for a dupe. And I love this because I can, in fact, smell it all day long. It has incredible performance, and I don't get a latex smell at all. So it's literally everything I love and adore about Baccarat Rouge 540. And at a cheaper price point. So yeah, check her out. Literally every other dupe that I have tried either hasn't gotten the sweetness quite right, or I can still get that latex smell. So love this one. Next up, my love affair with this perfume is on a freaking other level. Byredo's G Water. I cannot shut up about it. And I came kind of late to the game with this one, but I am on board. I am on board now. This is a woody aromatic vanilla, to put it simply, and it is like the best blend ever possible of those said notes. This is a vanilla for vanilla haters. If you're not into, you know, predominantly vanilla scents that are just like in your face sweet, try this, because you have a beautiful pine needle and juniper note that's not in your face and loud and like very realistic, like you're in a forest. I mean, it is very natural smelling, but I'm just saying it's not like your nose is literally being stuffed with it, you know? It's more of a, I'm taking a breath of fresh air and I can detect those beauteous trees, their aroma in the air. You get a beautiful, creamy, delightful sandalwood in the base, a touch of a citrus opening, bergamot, lemon. There's just a little bit of a fresh spiciness. This is so chic. This is clean girl aesthetic, model off duty. I've said it a million times before, and I will say it a million times more. It has a soft, dainty powderiness. We get a beautiful incense just to give it a little bit of this unique factor, but it's very subdued. It's not in your face. So I absolutely adore this perfume, but it is, of course, at a higher price point. So here's my alternative. And you can get additional money off using my code on the commodity website, Anna10, if you so please. Commodity Gold. And we are talking about the expressive version here because the bold and the personal do not smell the same. This is amped up on the vanilla. So where it's more evenly balanced in G Water between, you know, those aromatic green notes, the wood, and the vanilla, this is more predominant on that vanilla. And that juniper note is much quieter in this perfume. So for some reason, G Water didn't work for you because you're not a fan of those fresh green notes, try out Gold. This is more simplistic in comparison because, like I said, it's more focused around vanilla, but then it has those added touches that differentiate it, make it just special. It's not your everyday vanilla. And it smells very true to the notes that are listed. We have sandalwood, the juniper, the amber, the fresh musk, and benzoin. Another perfume, another 13, another Labo, another obsession. I need to stop. I'm sorry. I'm already weird, and then when I have coffee, it just amplifies that. I am so happy that I have turned so many of you onto this perfume because I'm like, yes, you can experience this with me. We can love it together. This is my favorite Le Labo fragrance ever. This perfume is so freaking special, and it is an experience. So you need to sample this. You need to get your nose on it. This is the most exquisite perfection of a blend of Isoe Super, Ambergris, Amberette, Musk. This perfume is such a sexy, your skin but better scent, but it has fantastic performance. The combo of Ambergris, Musk, and Isoe Super gives you the most sensual, like I'm not even trying, sexy, salty skin feel. It has a very chic, modern, European vibe to it, and a hint of a really freaking sexy men's cologne vibe in here, although it's perfectly unisex. My boyfriend wore this out the other day. We were in the grocery store, and he had a woman following him for several aisles. And she finally caught up to him right behind him and had to tell him, "What are you wearing? You smell so incredible. I literally feel like a cartoon character walking around the store because I'm like sniffing the cloud trail of fragrance, and I finally found you. What are you wearing? It smells incredible." Le Labo's Another 13. This fragrance evokes so much emotion in me, I just die. So if you like that DNA, that profile, and you want something more happy-go-lucky, fun, summery, you have to try Floral Street's Arizona Bloom, because this definitely has that Another 13 base and DNA, but it has an added coconut note and a little bit of saltiness. Not too much, but just a little bit to give you that kind of beachy experience. So I'm telling you, you are still getting that sensual, cool base of Another 13, but this is more happy, uplifting fun. And this is a big compliment getter for me. So both of these perfumes, so good. I want, like every perfume, that vibes with Another 13, so I am overjoyed to have this in my collection. Next up, we have Parlemoise Milky Musk 39, and I am positively dying for a bottle of this perfume because it is incredible. Chris from the Perfume Nest, thank you so much for sending me a sample of this perfume. I can't wait to have a bottle of this. It's so good. But luckily I do have an alternative that I am obsessed with, so it's tiding me over for sure until I get it. So only musk and sandalwood are listed. It's fluffy and creamy, and there's definitely this element of smelling wood chips in this fragrance, as Chris said in her Instagram post talking about this perfume. And it doesn't smell like milk, but Milky Musk is a perfect name for this fragrance because it definitely has that creamy, ever so slightly sweet quality to it. It's very cozy, inviting, comforting, perfect for year-round. It would make an amazing signature scent. This is also a perfume that kind of falls into that category of your skin but better. I think it's absolutely amazing on its own, but I think it would be great layering with other perfumes as well. And the perfume that really vibes with it is Juliette Has a Gun Sunny Side Up. And like Arizona Bloom versus Another 13, this is like Milky Musk, but we have an added coconut note and vanilla. I am absolutely obsessed with this perfume. This lasts too because it has Isoe Super in here, so it sticks to your skin forever. And this is a softer profile, so you can literally go to town and it's never going to be overbearing. And like I said, the actual scent profile is soft, but it will last. So this has kind of like a base of Juliette Has a Gun, not a perfume, but it has more character than that for sure. It's powdery, it's creamy, it's smooth, it's addicting. Like it just has the most beautiful, powdery, dainty, not too sweet coconut and vanilla, and then that dry sandalwood note. This is actually my favorite Juliette Has a Gun perfume. Next up, we have another dupe, and I don't even have the original because I actually prefer this one much more. This is another one from Orientica, and this is Oud Saffron, a dupe to Lancome's Oud Bouquet. But I like this so much more because on me, Oud Bouquet has a very strong alcohol presence on my skin, and this doesn't have it, which I'm so excited about. And I also like the Amber Rouge version of this. This is the best dupe I have found of Oud Bouquet because everything else is either not sweet enough or too sweet. It's just, it's not quite there. This is the perfect balance of everything, in my opinion. This is a beautiful Middle Eastern style perfume. This is a very smooth, thick smelling, rich oud, and then it has a lot of saffron to it, which adds a very exotic, unique, spicy sweetness. We have vanilla, some other spices. It smells so luxurious and expensive. Oh my gosh, like you cannot wear this casually. Like you need to be dressed up wearing Oud Saffron. It's so luxurious and interesting and intoxicating. This really calls for a glamorous event. This smells dark, bold, and sexy. Next up, we have Wilhelm Parfumerie's Poets of Berlin. I am obsessed with this perfume. Like you can see the massive dent I put in this. I am not huge into fruity perfumes. I have some, but it takes a lot for a fruity perfume to wow me, for me to want to bring it into my collection. This is one of my all-time favorites. It is so special and unique. This is what niche perfumery is all about. This is a fruity vanilla woody perfume, and a lot of people describe this to be a unique vanilla perfume, which it is, but that's not the most dominant thing that I get in Poets of Berlin. To me, this is mainly blueberry, actually, to my nose. It's the most unique, addicting blueberry note. I don't see this in perfumes very often at all. And then the bamboo gives it a very interesting edge. It's not for everyone, so definitely sample first. It smells so exotic and fresh. I can smell the orris a little bit peeking through, and then a touch of that lemon in the opening. And this is a compliment getter for me. Even though this is not, you know, a very popular scent profile, people enjoy smelling it on me. And literally practically a spot on dupe, I'm shook, is Floral Street's Wild Vanilla Orchid, okay? I've heard of people saying that this is a good alternative to Poets of Berlin, and I thought, oh my gosh, that's great. But how close could they really be though? Because it's not like they have completely matching notes. Girl, it's close. Literally, the only difference that I can detect is that the green note is just a little bit different between the two. I feel like in Poets of Berlin, it just pierces through a little bit more in comparison to Wild Vanilla Orchid. It has slightly a different tone. And even though Floral Street doesn't list a blueberry note, this is absolutely very fruity. I'm telling you, this is an amazing dupe. And I am so grateful because Chris the Perfume Nest sent me this full bottle. The Poets of Berlin DNA is not for her, but she knows how much I love it. She's so freaking sweet to send this to me. Absolutely perfect timing because I'm winding down on this. What did I do to deserve Chris in my life? I don't know. Next up, one of my favorite vanillas of all time, Guerlain's Spiritueuse Double Vanille. This is an amazing vanilla extract fragrance. Like, it smells organic vanilla extract, but not pungent and strong like vanilla extract in your kitchen. It's sweetened, obviously, and it has a little bit of a boozy quality. It's warm, resinous, creamy, a little bit woody in a very likable way. If you're not into woody fragrances, still check this out. It's nothing too loud. And then it has a beautiful, addicting incense note. That's a very likable incense. It's not like a churchy, smoky incense. And I think this is worth every single dang penny, but I know the Guerlain private blend is very expensive, so an alternative, not a dupe, but a great alternative, I think, is Kayali's Vanilla 28. And the vanilla notes that are in these two perfumes really vibe, in my opinion. They go into different directions, but the vanilla vibes. This is sweeter in comparison. That brown sugar note is definitely very prevalent. And I also think that this is more boozy and deep in comparison, especially when your juice gets darker, it's aged more, like it's lighter when you first buy it, of course, but as it ages and that vanilla note gets stronger, more boozy, all that. And that amber wood note is quite prevalent. So this goes more in the direction of a brown sugar sweet vanilla. This one, incense benzoin vanilla, but they have that similar vanilla extract note with a boozy woody base. Guerlain's Coconut Fizz from the Aqua Allegoria line. You guys might know this is like my favorite coconut perfume. Coconut Fizz is an island getaway in a bottle. It is refreshing, but it has this like warm, happy feeling to it. This is coconut water, not coconut meat, not coconut milk, not sugary coconut. It's refreshing coconut water, a beautiful crisp white floral. We have a little bit of tonka bean just to give it a very natural slight amount of sweetness, a little bit of sandalwood in the base. This is such a likable, happy, fun, crowd-pleasing perfume. I freaking love it. Alternative I will share is Skylar's Salt Air, and these are not exact dupes, but it's a vibe. The salt in this perfume is perfect. It's a perfect amount. So if you are afraid of salt in your perfumes, I would not be with this one. It is so lovely. This is a clean, pretty girl scent. It's the perfect light amount of saltiness to give you this slight salty skin feel, and there's no coconut listed, but I absolutely get a strong coconut water vibe as well. This is more refreshing in comparison to Coconut Fizz. This one has a little bit more of a cooling effect to it. It's like I can picture the sand, the driftwood. So, so nice, and by far my absolute favorite Skylar perfume. And my other favorite vanilla is Mikelef's Note Vanille, and the only reason I don't have a huge dent that you can see from this bottle is because I have also 2 massive travel sprays of this perfume. I've already gone through one and the other is almost done, so trust me, I use this. And I'm so excited because Mikelef actually revamped my discount code, so you can get 10% off the Mikelef website with my code ANNA10. Boozy Vanilla Heaven. Oh my gosh. Warm, mouth-watering, and there's no cinnamon listed, but I definitely get that kind of like toasty, cinnamony experience. And this is not too boozy. Some fragrances are just like a bam, alcohol in your face, but the rum and cognac is so smooth in this perfume. This smells like the color amber. It's just alluring, intoxicating. It smells rich, and I love the citruses in here. I think it's so special. This is just an absolute freaking gem of a fragrance, and I'm so happy this is a part of their permanent line. This and Ylang & Gold are, in my opinion, the best fragrances that Mikelef has ever created, and also some of the best fragrances I've ever smelled in my life. And my alternative to Note Vanille is Jessica Simpson's Fancy. And this is not a dupe. There are notable differences, but there is a vibe. And if this is out of your price range, this smells so freaking good. This is the more fun, carefree, flirty take, because this just smells like money. You can smell the quality and love that was put into this perfume. But this, in my opinion, does not smell like a celebrity fragrance. They killed it with this one. This has a fruitiness to it that Milky Vanille doesn't have, and it also has a caramel note. So it just makes it more just fun and a more casual take in comparison to Milky Vanille. So if you love this scent profile, Milky Vanille can be your going out, date night, special occasion, or more dressed up luxe feel, and this can be your everyday scent. We have apricot, pear, red berries. That delicious caramel note makes this less serious, more carefree. You know, you have the booziness in Milky Vanille. We have some almond in this perfume. So yeah, in comparison, this is more deep, sultry, rich, but I'm also absolutely addicted to this one, and I love the fruity caramel take with Fancy. So that completes my list of more affordable alternatives to some of my favorite high-end fragrances. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already. If you want to see me in any more videos, I'd appreciate it so, so much. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!